back to our channel. As you can see, it's just me today. Elle is currently at work. She's still got loads of people's faces to make up, look snatched. I thought, why not sit down and do a video for you guys. I have recently been getting a few messages about what I do and what I study and how I got into that. So I thought I'd kind of do a mini kind of Q&A. So I have had a few individual random comments on YouTube and messages through Instagram and Snapchat, but I am actually quite fortunate that a young girl who follows me on Instagram called Chloe Grayson has sent me a few questions, and they are similar to other questions people have asked me, so I thought I'm just gonna give you guys some answers. Let's start. It's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be long. One question I've been asked is, how did your interest in fashion start? So, like most young girls, I'm 19. I'm not saying most young girls are 19. I'm a 19-year-old girl. I care about what I wear and how I look, and fashion just interests me in general. I love looking at magazines. I love being on Instagram, following fashion bloggers, following websites, Misguided, Pretty Little Thing, all stuff like that. I'd say over the last 2 years, so from about the age of 17, I've cared more that I want to look good. So even going somewhere like university or going shopping, I do still try and wear cute outfits. That's just, I'm not saying you have to do that. I mean, I put my hands up too. I do 100% go out in a tracksuit. I'm not saying that everyone has to do that, but it's my own personal choice. I do like to make myself look quite presentable when I go anywhere. That's not to impress anyone, just to make me feel good. But I'd say that my main interest in fashion as fashion design, that started when I was at college. So that leads on to the next question. What did you do when you left school? So I finished school when I was 16 years old. I finished my GCSEs and then I realised sixth form wasn't for me. I went to college and I studied art and design. Now, not many people know that. People automatically think because I'm studying fashion at uni that I studied fashion at college. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I left school. I just had it drummed into me that if you want to be successful in life, you've got to do something that you're passionate about, which I 110% agree. If you're just money motivated, which is fine, but you're going into a job that's money, but you have no actual passion or interest for it, then you're going to live quite a sad life. Whereas if you're going in to a job and it's a little bit less money, but you love it, then in my eyes, I see it as, if you love it, then you're likely to excel and strive to be the best you can be, and then you can work your way up in that job because you're gonna slay it. When I took art and design, it was a 2-year course at college. I loved it. I still to this day say it's the best 2 years of my life. I think it was because it's such a change from leaving school where you've got so many rules, you're always being told do this, do that, With college, it was the first step to my own independence, and I was doing a subject that I chose, not something that was compulsory. College was just amazing. I say it to everyone, I do not miss school at all. I miss college. I loved college so much. So in my second year, which is the final year of college, we had a FMP, which is a final major project, and one of my teachers actually was, so she was half an art teacher and half a fashion teacher. She was just speaking to me one day and was like, you have like a flair for it. A flair for fashion and design, and you've got an eye for like more fashion based things rather than art. I had no experience in fashion. I didn't even know how to turn on a sewing machine. I always said to my family, my friends, everyone, I will never go to uni. Don't even try to make me go to uni. I'm not doing it. I hate education, but that was literally, school put me off everything, and yeah, once I realised that I'd actually found something I really enjoyed, I was like, should I stop here or should I keep going? Should I keep going with it? One of my teachers said, why don't you apply? You've got nothing to lose, apply. So I applied to a bunch of unis and I was really nervous because I had no experience in fashion, but I actually got a place at each uni that I liked. But yeah, I've just finished my second year. I literally finished last week and I love it. I do love it, and I think I did make the right choice because I'm now making clothes all the time, and I'll show you some in a bit. But yeah, how did you start designing clothes? I didn't design any clothes until I started uni, so that's how I got into it. I started right at the very bottom. I went in basically blindfolded. I didn't know anything, not a thing. I just about knew how to work a sewing machine. All I had was a design background from doing art, but I didn't know how to design clothes. But I learned it all at uni. I started designing my own clothes. In first year was designing quite basic stuff, but then in second year you have more of your own freedom, and it's more that you can put more ideas into one thing. So it's more of a theme instead of just make a pair of trousers. So you have a print on a pair of trousers, there's a theme behind that. What clothes have you made? Okay, I've made a few. I will show you some, but I don't actually have a lot with me. I have some at uni that I'm not allowed to bring home, but or I eventually will be able to bring them home, but I do have a few with me. I will get some things and I'll show you. So a lot of my stuff I do have is stuff from first year, so it's quite simple, but yeah, just to give you an insight of the stuff that you would make if you went to uni. So these are orange, burnt orange, and they are a wide leg culotte, and oh yeah, they literally are so creased. I had these all in bags. They have pockets and a button with a zipper. So yeah, but yeah, these are cute. I really like these. I do wear, like, have worn them, and yeah, they were made in first year. This is probably the only thing that I've ever posted on Instagram. Is a coat I made in my second year, so it was just before Christmas, my first semester. It is a red and black and white coat, and it is got padded shoulders and padded elbow straps. This front part is like a triangle and it's super long, and on the back is a panel of, again, black and white stripes. Our theme for this project, so just an example of how you can turn a garment into a theme, and turn a theme into a garment rather. So we had a theme which was love or hate, and I was like, love or hate? What do you mean? Hate spiders, love chocolate. What am I gonna make? Chocolate dress? I actually went with hate because quite a lot of people in my class went with love. I think it was quite the obvious option to go with something you love more because you're more driven and more passionate about it. So I went with something that I hate. Something that I hate, it sounds really silly, but I put traffic. Who likes traffic? Who likes sitting in traffic? Not me. Nuh-uh. I'm not gonna come up and tell you all my ideas, but from this is the zebra crossings for roads and stuff like that. The red symbolises red lights, traffic lights, and the triangular front was based off shapes like road signs and stuff like that. So that's what I went with, and I got a first for this, so I was over the moon. It was quite hard, quite long, but it was all worth it. It's amazing, and I do really love that coat, and quite a few people have asked me to make another one. I'm like, no, That took me ages. Quickly some other stuff. So this is a neoprene dress and it's got a zipper at the top and it's just a midi dress with a slit at the front, and yeah, it's just like a grey, obviously grey. There's a dog barking. I'm trying to film. And to go with that, it was a two-piece set. I made a jacket, and yeah, this is kind of like a bomber shape. It's got like joint in sleeves. This is a skirt. This is a snake skirt and it has a high slit at the front. And then, oh god, my arms aren't long enough. And then a shorter slit at the back. And this was obviously snake inspired, and I took the theme even further by keeping the slit space around a snake's tongue. You know, slit in the tongue. Sorry if this is really creased. I made a white shirt, simple white shirt, which has marks on it. Pocket, collar, like a shirt is. And then at the bottom, crease it all up. It's got 3 tiers, so it's like a shirt dress. No, it's not, it's got 2 tiers, sorry. All my cuffs, you know, white shirt, cute. 2 of my favourite things are actually at uni. I made a dress for Ted Baker competition, and I've just recently made a like festival summer dress. This is a cow neck dress, so that bit drops like that. And then at the bottom it has 3 like, you see I took fashion, I don't even know what these would be called. 3 tiers, layers, I don't know, but this, just a simple dress. And that's all I'm going to show because this video is going to be so long. How did you get into doing modelling for Slnghr? So if you've not heard of Slnghr, I'll link it down below. It is a brand based in London. It's fairly new and it's got really cool stuff, really on trend items, staple pieces. It's personally one of my favourite brands, and that's not just because I've modelled for them. It is a really good brand and I'm sure a lot of people can agree. They have dope stuff. So the owner of the brand actually found me through Instagram, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I met him to just look through some of his pieces from, I think it was his first collection, and we just discussed doing stuff like street shoots, and we didn't actually discuss doing any website shoots then and there, but it went on for me to do a shoot for the website, and I was there with another girl, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But Josh, the owner, is a really cool guy. He designs the coolest stuff along with Anna, so they're doing really well. I'm actually going to an event with them Sunday. This video, oh no, I would have been already, but I'm going to an event, a Slnghr event this weekend to see their new sneak peeks of their newest collection coming out soon, so that's super cool. But yeah, I'm not a model in any way. I just got offered that opportunity, which I'm really grateful for, through Instagram. So yeah, but now I'm friends with Josh and he's a really, really cool guy. So you should definitely check out Slnghr. It's great. That's all I'm going to answer for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've learned a little bit more about me and what I do, if you were curious. And if you're considering studying fashion but you are scared that you don't know anything about it and you just don't know what to do, just go for it. Especially studying at uni, you're paying to be there, so you're paying to learn, so they're very willing to teach you. And even at college and school, they're willing to teach you as long as you're willing to learn. If you have anything else, leave them down below, or follow us on our joint Instagram account, it's Syd'S, or you can private message me on my own Instagram, which is sydneycrouch. I will link them all down below. If you haven't already, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back on Sunday. So yeah, do something you love. That's the best thing I've ever been told. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with Elle soon.